Hi, everybody. Man right here. Um, what I want to do is, I told you about a portal about a week and a half ago, I guess it was, and everything was really strange in that portal in my research area. It seemed like I was in there forever, but my video camera videoed everything in slow motion. I don't have slow motion on my camera. It's not my cell phone doesn't have that feature on it, but it recorded in slow motion. The audio part of it, uh, you heard sounds and you heard things and beings that were talking in there, and it kind of was kind of eerie. And what I want to do is I want to show you is all. Uh, you can listen to what's happening with the audio, and I hope that that's clear enough for you to hear things. Now, it's remember they're talking. Some of the things you can make out, some of the things you can't. It's very hard to distinguish between what you're saying and what we hear. But I want you to pay mind to it, and let me click that on for you right now. Okay. Here goes. Hey Pat, how you doing, Pat? Yeah, I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you showed up. Good to see you here. Thank you. Okay, now that was it. Um, that's part of it. That's part of it. It went longer than that, but I cut it short to make the video. But you can hear things that yeah, I never take anyone out with you. I'm 64. I love to go out. Yeah, I'm 73 and I go out there by myself most of the time, 95% of the time. I do have a friend who goes out when he can make it, when he's not working, but that's occasionally. But 95% of the time I'm out there by myself and doing my research and investigating all the areas where I'm at. I came across that portal, which I hope you will be able to hear. I'm experimenting, trying to get the audio onto this here. Um, that's cool. You found some tracks. I'm from West Virginia. Okay. All right. Nice to have you aboard, brother. Um, there's a lot of things out there that people don't realize, and I've seen so many things in my research over the years. It's amazing, from tracks to trees that are busted and things that are scratched and different types of things, and even fur and everything else like that. Um, Different sightings, different smells, and they're out there. A lot of cryptids are out there, and my cameras show it a lot. They're unmanned. They're in the woods 24/7, and they shoot back to me whatever they're taking pictures of to my cell phone and to my computer, so I don't have to be there all the time. And it's just amazing that the world that we live in, which is unknown to us, there's so many things out there. It's phenomenal. It really is. But the thing of it is, uh, I've been lucky, I guess, or I guess you could say blessed to do what I do. Yeah, it's crazy. You're right. It's crazy out there. People don't realize it, and we take it for granted, our surroundings. And I know when I'm out there by myself, I'm highly aware of my surroundings. I mean, it's like I'm in a different sense. You have to be, because you have to look uh, on the ground, in the trees, on the side of you, behind you, in front of you, and you never know where they're going to be, because they don't have to be seen. Most of the time, they're not seen. But a little word to the wise here. Maybe this can help you out. When you're investigating, you're doing your research, and you have that extra sense. You feel like you're being watched in a particular area. You don't see anything. Um, get your camera and take pictures on the trees that are ahead of you or on the side of you or even behind you, because when you're walking, they'll walk behind you too. They can be a foot away from you. You would never even know it. Sometimes I get my camera, I just go back like this and put my shoulder here and just click it like that, and boom, and you get stuff. I'm not out to, I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to see something like people say, well, they're flesh and blood and they're big. They are big. I've seen it before that way. And in my last video, I told you about Dogman and Bigfoot side by side walking towards me. Um, I've been fortunate enough to walk next to them in the cryptid swamp, I call it, and they don't bother me. They just watch me. They don't say nothing. Once in a while, you hear a little noise. They make all kinds of sorts of noises, from owls to like a dog bark, and there's nothing back there. It's not a fox. It's not a coyote, and it's not a wolf. But they make different sounds, even as birds and stuff, like what the owl said, and different things. But you just have to be aware of your surroundings when you go out there, and it's just pretty cool. No, the portal didn't have any odor at all. No, it did not. It was like I was walking, and there was no sound whatsoever. There was no airplane coming over. There was no birds chirping. There was no bugs making any kind of noise. I didn't see anything flying around there, nothing at all. It was deathly quiet, but I felt that I was walking into an unknown region, even though I knew that area. If you can sense that, it was like I was, I don't know, your mind knows you're supposed to be in an area and you know what it's going to be like, but then your mind's saying, be careful, you need to get out of here. And you're looking around and you say, well, you can look out, you can get out of here, but you look back where you came in from and it seemed like it was a mile away and it was only a couple 100 feet. And it was very strange. And if I go back there, I'm going to take maybe 2 people with me. Have one of my friends stay outside where the portal begins, and the other one come inside and let him have his video with his cell phone, and let him record and see if he did the same thing to him. Make his recorder go in slow motion. That's what I'm trying to find out now, because my camera was in slow motion, and I don't have slow motion on my video camera. Is it always in the same place? I'm assuming it did. I walked into it. Now I found portals on trees in another area about a quarter mile away, and I did some EMF readings on them, and that's how you can more or less tell where they're at. And the clue to that is finding them is to be able to see a Bigfoot or a dog man or any other kind of cryptid on a tree. They manifest themselves on the trees and the areas around that area like that. So this is what I've learned in my research over the years, and you gotta respect them very, very much. You have to respect them very, very much, because like I said, they can be right next to you. I have a young juvie now. His name is Kevin. I didn't give him that name. That's what they told me his name was. Just like the female Bigfoot that I see back here most of the time. They said her name was Roxanne. So I didn't give them the name, just what they told me that they were. Human names like what we have. Those portals, I can get pictures every day. I can go and get a Bigfoot picture of a dog man and Bigfoot and any other cryptid each and every day. Doesn't matter if it's sunny, windy, snowy, raining, I will get them, because I know where their portals are at, and they'll come through. You can if they want you to see them, they'll show themselves to you. I've seen them right in front of me. Put my camera up, take a picture, and boom, they're gone in a matter of a split second. They're gone. So this is what made me think, well, you know what? How can something be so big and so heavy make tracks which disappear when you're following them? Where'd they go? So I'm finding out that they come in portals. They use the trees to come into from their dimension to ours, and this is what's pretty cool about it. A lot of researchers don't believe that, but with my area, I'm just giving you and telling everybody what I see and what's being shown to me through my pictures and my audio recordings. It gets a little hairy at times. I mean, you see things coming towards you, and like I said, you're back there by yourself. And I wouldn't go there after 7 o'clock at night. I wouldn't go there at dark, because the things that I've seen back here. On top of that, you have some wild animals back there too, like coyotes and stuff like that, and there's supposed to be some pumas back there. I've never seen bears in that area, but I'm sure maybe somewhere around they are. I've never seen them. I've never even seen their tracks back there as far as a bear. But there's too many things that happen back there. Too many things that I've seen, which sometimes you want to say, why am I going here? But I know the family. I know the family very well. They respect me, and I respect them. And Mike can tell, no, I'm in New Jersey, South Jersey. There's mountains up north, But where I'm at is basically flat ground and hills and a lot of waterways and pine barrens. Um, and these things have thousands of acres, thousands, millions of acres to wander around, and they have food, a lot of farmlands. They got the water. They have a lot of habitat they can live in, and they can go and you know uh, live their life without even being seen. Uh, I know a lot of hunters go in that area there. Yeah, I'm not from Kentucky. I have a friend lives in Tennessee, but no, I would like to go there one time and do some research in those areas there. Maybe in the future I will. But right now I'm concentrating on my area here, which is like about uh, maybe 2 miles up the road from where I live. But then you got about a mile and a half in the road that goes back to this area, and then you got to go by foot after that. Yeah, a lot of woods in West Virginia. I bet. I bet there is. You know. But people think that you have to have mountains like in Oregon or Washington and all that place, but you don't. You don't. You know, as long as they can survive, they don't really stay in our dimension. They come in and out. They come in and out. Where they go, I don't know. I'd like to find out someday. I really would, because it's amazing how they are. Any suggestion on where to look creeks and rivers? If you have creeks and rivers along a woodsy area, which could be pretty thick, um, and it has a lot of wildlife in that area there, that's where you want to look. But like where I live at, we have a main river that goes through the area, and that goes out to the bay, which goes into the ocean. So, and all these other creeks, these streams and rivers flow into it. And where I'm at, there's a lot of sand washes there that were dug out because where I live used to be Millville used to be a glass house industry. So they used to mine the sands and everything else from these pits. And some of them water holes are pretty deep. They go down, pretty deep, and they're crystal clear water. You can see the bottom. But I think that might have something to do with it too. I'm not sure, but they're safe where they're at. And that's I just go by my instincts where I think they're at. You got to keep your eyes peeled when you're out there, because you'll see them move. Sometimes it might be just a flash, or you'll see like something white or something just moving, and you look over there and you've seen it, and then you keep looking and it disappears right in front of your eyes. So if you see things like that, again, you use your instinct. We all have that, and we just have to learn how to master it, man. And once you understand that, and zone in while you're out there, zone in. You know, put your ears on perk and your eyes the same thing, looking around, and they understand what we are. They understand who we are, and they want to be known in a good way. Uh, they don't like hunting because hunters destroy the beasts of the woods. They disrespect them, and they don't like that. So this was told to me a couple of years ago, and I got the recordings and all from that. Maybe one day I'll make a video of it and let you all hear it. But it's pretty remarkable that what they are. They don't consider themselves animals. They're humans in a different form, but they're highly intelligent too. So people say, well, if they're highly intelligent, why don't they build houses like we do and stuff like that? They don't have to. How do we know? Nobody knows when they come from their dimension what they live in. Who knows? I would like to find out one day, but I'd like to come back too. I wouldn't want to stay there and say, hey, you know what? I'm yours now. I'm going to stay here with you. But no. I would like to be able to see that and take a picture of where they live and see if that would happen in these portals. But there's a lot of creepy things in these portals as well. The voices that I heard, man, put shivers down my spine that my audio was able to record. And it's just pretty cool though. I enjoy what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep doing it. And hopefully, I can come up with something that shows the world what they really are like, and to get out of that nonsense about them, uh, tearing stuff apart and killing people and animals and everything else like that, destroying houses and stuff. I don't see that here. Maybe they're different where I'm at, but I don't see that here. They're kind, they're loving, they're giving, and they're supportive of what I do because they walk in the woods with me. Any one of them could have got me by now. I got one juvie. His name is Kevin. He plays games with me once in a while. I came across a footprint in a stand in this one area, and all I had with me when I go in the woods was a machete. And now I carry a piece with me, but um, and they know it's not for them. I told them that, and I'm looking at this footprint, and right behind me, I hear a growl, and it was right behind me. I mean, when I say behind me, it sounded like it was breathing on my shoulder. And I turned around real slow, man. And I had my camera in one hand, my machete in the other. And I turned around to look, and there was nothing there. Nothing at all. I had my auto recorder playing. So I said, who was that? Who was that? And they said, Kevin. They said he was trying to scare me. And he did scare me. Yes, he did. But he was right behind me. Never heard him walk up on me or nothing. Was right behind me, like right over my shoulder, man, right here. So you gotta be careful when you're out there. You gotta treat them with respect. Treat them as if you're walking with a friend of yours or a family member. Because right now I consider them family members of mine, and they know that because I tell them all the time. And another thing too, before I get off the air here, um, I talked to them about if they know who God is, and they know. They know who God is. They said that's their Lord and Savior, and that's pretty awesome to me to hear them say that. And I try to walk in the light every time I go out there, saying my prayers to be blessed and to be protected while I'm out there, which I believe we all must do, especially in a new area you don't know anything about, because there's wherever there's good, there's evil. Remember that. But on that note, people, I thank you, Patrick, for checking in tonight. Again, I thank you, and I hope everybody subscribes to the channel, and for those who have, I thank you very much, and pass the word around. And also, I have a Facebook page. If you're on Facebook, it's called Bigfoot Truth. Check that out. I have a lot of researchers that come on, are good friends of mine, and they share their experiences as well, and you can learn things off of that as well. And if you have any kind of an experience, you like my mustache? I might twist it up. I don't know yet. I'm getting long enough, man. But but check that out. And if you have any experiences you want to share on that there as well, I'd appreciate it, and we all will. I have a little I call my family there, and it's growing every day. It's growing, and I thank everybody for that. So, peace and light to you all. God bless you. Hi, Susie. Good to see you here, Susie. And you're welcome for the video. You're welcome. Okay. I thank you all, and God bless you. And again, thank you for everything. Have a good night and a great weekend, what's left of it. And I'll be back shortly in a couple days for maybe another live stream. All right. Thank you all. Good night.